waiting. Hello, welcome to the stream. My name is QB. I use she, they pronouns, and I will be your storyteller this evening. Tonight we will be playing a Nerdsmith Presents limited series, Between the Ley Lines. This series will be run using a slightly adjusted Kids on Bikes game system. This game will tell a story of mystery and betrayal as our players have to work together along with their peers to help figure out a murder. Failure to do so would not only lead to a potential killer being on the loose, but would also mean they'd miss their final exams, earning them a 0 in their classes and a delay in their graduation. The stakes
One of those is more important than the other, clearly.
Players, introduce yourselves.
Hi. I am Allorah. I will be playing Mikki Sparks, your 24/7 live streamer, prettier than you, smart, intelligent, outgoing. Don't stop complimenting me. It's going to be great. And my dear robot companion, who's actually not here, but is totally here, Mimi.
Hi, I'm back. I am playing Tommy, Mikki's roommate and stressed academic, all together. Yeah, we're doing great. Building's on fire, it's fine.
Hello, I'm Colton. I'm playing Josh Gandy, he's doing great. Everything's fine. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
This is his worst nightmare, being trapped in the library. But it's fine. We're here now, and there's nothing we can do to stop it.
There's nothing to be scared of.
Everything's fine. Don't even worry.
The person's already dead.
Yeah.
It cannot get worse.
What else could happen?
All right, well, we unlocked that bag of worms right there. Okay.
All right, before we begin here, we have some amazing sponsors this evening. Our first sponsor is Die Hard Dice, home to the friendliest shopkeepers in the realm carrying quality dice and accessories. Use code NERDSMITH for 10% off your next order, and be sure to let them know that we sent you. Another sponsor this evening is Hero Forge. Hero Forge is an online character design application that lets its users create and buy customized tabletop miniatures and statuettes, releasing exciting new features every Tuesday for their pro subscribers. Use the link in the chat to get your pro subscription and help support the network today. And our last sponsor this evening is World Anvil. World Anvil is a set of world-building tools that help you create, organize, and store your world setting. If you would like to check all that you can do with a Sage membership, check out the link in our chat. Before we begin our recap here, just a couple of updates to our trigger warning and content warning list. Today's episode will begin with a police interrogation with some police coercion. If you are sensitive to those topics and would like to stay away from them and leave, we appreciate that you came and hope to see you in the future. Thanks for taking care of you and have a great night. So, quick recap for last episode. Last episode, we began with our students beginning a late evening of panicked cramming and studying, with their finals week beginning the following day. Unfortunately, Tommy, Mikki, and Josh all find themselves caught up in a murder scene. While live streaming their study session, Mikki was alerted by her chat that there was a commotion in the background, a scream followed by a bang and bright red viscera hitting the door of the restricted area of the library. Allorah, the technomancy TA, who is currently getting their master's at the university, perished to some unknown object in the back room. Emergency services were called, and after learning that this accident was actually a murder, the 10 students who were in the library were then locked into the portion of the school to be interviewed and investigated. While the interviews began, the 3 students began talking with some of their acquaintances in the room, trying to figure out who among them could possibly be the killer. It was then that we met Taylor, the 1/4 incubus jock, and Riley, the magical artifact sophomore. Riley, Tommy, and Mikki all went to the conservatory to chat, and Josh stuck around with Taylor. While Taylor just seemed irritated that he was drug out of bed for this, it was, after all, Riley who had been in the restricted section a few hours prior, not him. The trio found a plant that looked disturbed, with vital potions ingredients used for ignitions having been removed, and a burn mark on a large tree in the conservatory. As they returned to the library, another interview ended, and the police came over asking for Tommy so that they could begin their interview, which is where we pick up now.
Good evening, good officer.
Tommy, you find yourself sitting in a chair similar to the one you started your evening in. The police have utilized what they could of the library materials and space to make their own little operation zone, putting together a few of the study tables and using stacks of books as backrests for their tablets and stands for their laptops. It almost feels disorganized, but the efficiency and professionalism that sort of gets carried around with the group as they work with the students in this hodgepodge way, and the evidence in the back makes this feel like it's almost normal to them, like it's expected. What does Tommy think about this current situation?
Right now, Tommy is obvious dissociation of just like not of just being overwhelmed by the situation. And then kind of like full ADHD of like paying attention to everything but the people in front of her.
Is Tommy looking for something specific or just sort of hoping?
Hoping. It's just a general looking for anything else to put their brain on.
Okay. That's fair. There's a lot going on. As you sort of enter this area, you don't see it right away. It's pretty thin, but you pass through this sort of sound barrier that you had set up for a study session prior. But this one seems to be owned by the police, and you can kind of see their little bobble in the center of their hodgepodge table that they are seeing you at. And it doesn't completely silence the library per se, it just sort of muffles it and mutes it, and you can tell that from outside this bubble, it's about the same for them. In front of you, there are two officers. You see the one taller blonde woman who seems very stern, and even when she's not looking at you, it feels like she is, if that makes sense. That's the vibe she sort of gives off. Short blonde hair, long gray coat, sort of fidgeting with the tablet in front of her. And there is a younger, leaner man with kind of dirty brown hair and a furrowed brow trying to help the officer with the tablet. They wrap up, and the woman in the top long coat walks over to you and begins speaking. Tommy, is that right? That's your name?
Yeah.
Okay, Tommy. I've learned from your friend, and she sort of nods over to Kay, who you know was interviewed prior, that you're a sociology major, is that correct?
That is incorrect. I'm a magical sociology major. It is a different course load.
I understand. My mistake. I had no idea. That's good to know. And you see her turn back to her tablet and make a small adjustment, and she goes back. So Tommy, we're just going to ask you a few questions here, try to get a grasp on the situation at hand, try to narrow down on some of the details. Now, currently, just so you're aware, you aren't in any trouble. This is just to help us paint a picture of the evening a little bit better and to root out information that may help us. And she kind of purses her lips, like she doesn't want to say the next thing, but she needs to. That being said, she takes out a small bottle shaped like an upside-down teardrop that's maybe an inch tall. Inside, white, silvery liquid swishes around. You know what this is from your study, and even if it wasn't lightly attached to your degree, you know that most of the population knows what this is. Heart clears her throat a little bit. This is Scopa. It will encourage you to speak truthful statements to us. You can choose to take it or not, of course. You have that freedom and right, as does everyone else here. But it is always offered, of course, in case you may be brought before a judge with evidence against you. Contradicting that evidence with a statement made under Scopa is extremely helpful. So if that should be something you're interested in, she just sort of sets it on the desk. That is here for you to take. Just so you are aware, as well, this conversation is also being recorded for us to look back on later. She gives kind of a light but tense smile. Can I get you anything to eat or drink before we begin? What does Tommy do?
Do you have anything like fruity? I don't like the aftertaste of this stuff.
Yeah. I think there's some fruit roll-ups or like fruit what is it? Fig Newtons in the cafe outside. Would one of those suffice?
Yeah, as long as they're not sugar-free.
Yeah, we can do
would-
that. Sure,
Okay.
sure.
Could be dull.
You see her reach into her pocket and hand some change of different colors that is like the equivalent of 75 cents to us to the officer, and he runs off to go get your snack. Do you do anything while you're narrowed down to one officer, or you just wait for him to get back?
Fiddle my fingers.
Sweet. Yeah, a minute goes by, he comes back with the fruit bar and gives it to you and slides it over to you with the scope up.
Cool. Thumbs up, I guess. Look.
You cut out there for a second. Are you taking it?
Yes, sorry.
Okay,
I said
okay.
I think that didn't come through.
Okay, so what this means mechanically is this doesn't force you to tell the truth. It does heavily influence you. So should you try to lie, I need you to tell me. And we're going to roll sort of a brawn versus grit situation here. And we're going to see if a charm versus grit to see if the potion can overpower you. Okay? Okay. And the interview begins. The Detective Hart pushes a little button on her pad, and you see it's not quite like Minnie, but a little like almost like Coke can, miniaturized, kind of pops out of the top of the tablet with little arms and legs and gives a little salute and a little red light to show that it's recording. Okay. And she goes, all right. Please, for the audio, state your name, age, and major.
Yeah. My name is I'm fine. It just got caught in my throat. My name is Crucible. My major is magic sociology, and what's the other thing you wanted?
Your age?
Right. I'm 20. I'm 20.
Are you 20?
That's a great question.
There was a hesitation there.
I am now.
Okay. I'm 9/20.
I'm 20. I just turned 20 recently.
Okay.
November.
Young.
Birthday.
All right.
Little baby.
No baby. All right.
Oh.
And while you're answering this question, she sort of sits across the table from you and sort of folds her hand. And she goes, all right. So, what is your reason for being at the library this evening?
It's finals week. I really needed to get caught up on all of the last minute studying I could. I'm not doing great at some of my university required courses. All of my major classes are fine, but I don't know. Runic statistics is real boring. I'd rather be worrying about, like, the big shit.
She gives kind of like a small laugh at the statistics job, and kind of nods in agreement with you when you state that your GPA and grades aren't exactly where you want it to be as she sort of scrolls through her tablet. And you kind of gather she probably has a record of you in front of her right now.
Oh, cool.
In this library, have you ever been inside the restricted section for any reason?
No, I don't do active research.
Have you ever had another student go inside the restricted section for you?
No.
How well did you know the victim?
Not really. I know, like, she's in classes with my roommate, but that's about the extent of my knowledge.
Have you seen anything unusual for the past 3 days?
I mean, what is, like, the definition of unusual? I saw my roommate try to have a 24-hour stream. I don't exactly call that normal, but if you're saying, did I see anybody researching bombs or killing squirrels? No, I did not.
That is helpful, yes. It is anything outside of routine, but we'll make note of the 24-hour live stream. She jot something down on her iPad. Can you provide information and or alibis to your whereabouts for the past 3 days?
My professors all would have had me in their classes. They take attendance very seriously. I clock in plenty on time and have been picking up extra shifts when I can. I'm at the cafe. I probably am in the background of some of my roommates, Mikki's stream. Sleeping. I feel like I need more specification if you want anything more specific than that.
This is all right for now. Can you verify your place of work with us, please?
Okay.
I have here you work at the Fay Cafe on 2nd and Broadway. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
She clicks something. How has this event affected you? How do you feel?
Tired, stressed, scared, really want to go home. I purchased a cheesecake and I can't get it.
She does do a small snort at the cheesecake. And she says, well, did they drop off the cheesecake?
I don't know. I ordered it right before this woman was murdered. I haven't really been able to get out. It could be on the curb.
Okay. If you know the drop point, we'll have an officer go fetch it for you if that's an issue. Ailing you currently, we're trying to keep emotions level, and if your cheesecake will assist with your emotions, we can arrange something.
Okay. I will have you know, though, if it has started to separate, it will not be okay.
I understand.
All right.
Do you have any questions for us?
When can I go home?
As soon as we have narrowed down our information and got enough information about what has happened in the restricted section to take some people with us, potentially, for further investigation.
Cool. Is there any extension on finals?
Not to my knowledge. If we have to keep you for longer than 24 hours, we will try to arrange something, but I can't promise anything. From what I've been told, and she kind of looks to the other officer, a little concerned, your dean of students says that it's up to your professors if they wish to extend their finals or not him.
It's bullshit.
I apologize.
I hate it here.
She kind of taps on the other officer's shoulder. Go get her cheesecake. Do you have anything else?
No.
Okay. Can you please go send your blonde friend over here? I'd like to speak to him next, please.
Okay.
your scopa should wear off in about the next 20 minutes as well. If you feel any side effects or issues with it, let us know, and we have an antidote.
Okay.
All right. Thank you for your time.
Okay.
And she turns the recording off. The little pop can guy pops back down after giving a little bow towards you and a bow towards the detective. And she closes her tablet. Oh, he just really likes his job.
Weird. Okay. And leaves.
All right.
Just in the Muppet.
Josh and Mikki, are you doing anything for the maybe 20 minutes this interview takes place during?
No, but I believe that puts it in the time frame where I would get my butterflies back before I go to the interview, so I can tell the officer what I learned under truth serum. Haha, everything's gonna be fine.
You don't have to take it. You can say no.
I think it's funnier if Josh takes it, though.
So your butterflies come back. You were looking to find if there was any more cord. And do you remember the other thing you're looking for?
Yeah, so it was, are there any more, like, rune traps? And if anyone else has cord on them, was the two questions.
Okay. So your butterflies kind of come back one by one. And remind me, are you the only one that can hear them, or can everyone hear them?
Yeah, just me.
Okay, so everyone else kind of sees your butterflies coming back. Once they're done with their stealth mission, they're kind of done being stealthy. So they all come back, and you hear, "Friend, there's a cord in the backpack. There's a cord in the backpack. It's small and blue. There's a cord in the backpack. And then in the books, in the back, there were two more. We found two more that could have been pulled, but they weren't."
Okay, you cut out slightly there at the beginning.
Okay.
So there was a cord in a blue backpack?
Yes.
And
a blue backpack that the butterflies flew by, they found a cord in. And they said they found two more books in the back that hadn't been pulled. So you have no reference to what that means, but you told them to look for traps. And so you can assume that that's what the trap was.
Which backpack? Could you point to the which one?
They sort of like do a backflip in the direction of the backpacks, and there's actually 3 blue backpacks. Kind of all in the area, because everyone sort of like put their backpacks down to study.
Sure.
But you do see 3, and 2 of which are open. So you can assume your butterflies probably looked into those, but there are 3 options here. You don't know who they are, and they're not by anything clear as like whose backpack it could have been.
Okay. I am going to try to sneakily go up to the backpacks and grab one of the blue backpacks that's open.
Mm-hmm.
But like sort of hide that I have my backpack with me.
Okay. How are you hiding your backpack?
Putting it off somewhere. Just like behind a chair.
Drop your backpack.
Yeah,
okay.
pretty much. After I get my butterflies in the butterfly container.
Yeah, easily enough. Your butterflies are happy to go home. They are hungry. They just burnt all their banana calories looking for stuff.
I give them the rest of the banana ichor.
They swarm this banana. And the lid is closed and they're back in the backpack. You go to sneakily drop off your backpack and pick one up. For the entire motion of both dropping off and picking up a backpack, I'm gonna have you roll a flight roll against my brains to see if anyone sees you.
Okay, I am specifically trying to I don't want anyone to see me hide my backpack, but I do want the owner to see me pick up the bag.
Got it. Okay, even better.
Is sort of what I'm going for.
That super lowers the DC. So, flight anyway.
Okay.
And we're gonna oppose me.
That is a 13.
I got a 1. So, like, you don't even have to try. Just, like, suddenly your backpack's on the ground under the table. No one saw shit.
Perfect.
Not even your butterflies. Your butterflies have moved decently. They don't even know. They still think they're on your back. You're so good.
Amazing.
And then for which backpack you grab, I'm going to have you flip a coin. Because I know who backpacks who.
Okay. I don't have a coin, so I'm just gonna odds evens it.
Okay.
Got an odd number.
Okay.
So whatever that means.
Okay. So you walk over. So of the blue backpacks, there's a denim backpack. There's like one of those square artist backpack that's just like a navy blue. And then there's like a blue and a black backpack. The blue and the black one is the one that is closed. And the denim and the artist backpacks are the ones that are open.
Okay.
You go to pick up the denim one. And you hear Morgan, the chemistry potion student, go, hey, what are you doing?
Can I look in to see if the cord is there?
Are you picking it up from the front or like trying to put it on your back?
I would specifically like pick it up from the front and...
That makes sense. Roll brains, DC 6.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay, I need 2 force.
Oh no.
Come on, exploding dice. I believe in you. Oh my god, that's a 4. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, we got this. 50% chance. I believe in me. Oh, that fell out. Hold on. 3, 7. We got there. We got there.
Yeah, you beat it. Good job. You pick it up, and you do see just a corner of the cord. Yeah, it seems to be like this sort of silvery woven cord that could be mistaken for wire until you look too close and see that it's really, really tiny, like fabrics braided into this stiff coil.
Okay.
And she does seem to have this in her backpack.
Nice. So as Morgan is like, hey, I'm like, oh, sorry, I'm looking for mine, and I just wanted to see. Sorry, I put it down. I'm Josh.
Hi, Morgan, and she kind of takes your hand and shakes it. And after she takes your hand, she like quickly zips her backpack and throws it on her back. And she goes, what's your backpack look like? I can help you find it.
It's I don't think we've described my backpack.
What does your backpack look like?
It is just like a very nondescript black, pretty small backpack. I'm like, it's smaller, just black, doesn't have any like fancy anythings on it.
Okay. And she kind of runs a hand through her hair. Sure. All right. Shit. Hang on. She opens her backpack again, and you see she's like checking for something, and she zips it up. And she goes, "Okay. Okay. Black, nondescript, overfilled, underfilled. Do you think you put it on a table, under a table?"
I don't know. It's it's. Yeah, I don't know.
And you just kind of hear her like huff and push past you, and she starts like looking under tables to go find your backpack.
Wonderful. Oh, there it is. It's right under the table there. I was. Oops. And I go and grab it.
Okay. You're the kid that hangs out with Tommy, yeah?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Occasionally. Yeah. Okay.
You get a few brownie points. We're cool. A little bit longer.
Sweet. Sorry about the moving your backpack. I thought I saw it, and I was like, hey, I can move it to grab it. I don't want to bother.
It's fine. She takes a deep breath, and it looks like she's had to do this a couple times before. It's well practiced. I don't like people touching my stuff.
That's valid.
I have a system. I'm a little on edge, and I am sorry
Same.
for speaking angrily in your direction.
Not a worry. Not a worry. It's cool. Everything is fine.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to keep studying. If you need anything, over there. She kind of points, and you can see she's like sort of built a nest. You remember her earlier yesterday, kind of sorting potion ingredients into piles very meticulously. And she has reassembled these piles on the floor after the police have taken her desk to use for their sort of station. And she has like a notebook open, and she's just scrawling what looks like equations and like chemical fusion stuff and a lot of runic work. Over there if you need anything. Otherwise, don't touch my stuff.
Sorry.
Good night.
Yeah.
She kind of salutes you. Walks back to her.
Awkwardly give a salutation back.
Okay. That was Morgan. And the cord was in Morgan's backpack. Or at least a cord.
Yes. The cord that my butterflies saw was in Morgan's backpack.
Yes, that matched the cord. That was in.
It was Morgan with the cord in the library.
Ooh, I should rewatch Clue.
I have a movie craving. I would say about this time, Tommy's interview would have ended, and the police. Well, the police is getting a cheesecake. Tommy would have come get you to go do your interview.
Okay.
Do you go right away, or are you?
Yep.
Okay. Easily enough, you enter sort of the same situation, the same room, and you are sort of face to face with Detective Hart, short one officer. She kind of holds out her hand to shake yours like she did with Tommy. She goes, "Hello, my name is Detective Hart, Evelyn Hart. My other officer will be back pretty shortly. He's just running a quick errand."
Okay.
And she kind of gives you the same spiel. She's going to give you an interview. You are allowed to take a truth serum if you're worried about anything you say being held up against you in court. You don't have to. She doesn't look thrilled about it, but she does offer it to you.
As soon as it's offered, I just slam it back.
She kind of like opens her mouth in a gasp, and then quickly puts her hand over her mouth as she closes it and kind of shakes it off. And she goes, "All right. Enthusiastic then. All right."
No, I just want to, clear everything. I didn't do it.
Yeah, I see that.
Cool.
Let's try saying that once I start recording, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. She does the same button, little pop can guy pops up and starts recording, and she goes, "All right. So, Josh,
Yes.
please state your name, age, and major."
Yeah. Josh Gandy, Vint Communications.
Okay. And you see her write on her little record that you can also tell is a record of you to some degree, and goes, "Portuguese, question mark?"
Oh, hell, yes. Sorry, 21.
And then crosses Portuguese out.
It's so good.
I was using a Portuguese charm for some of my homework, and it just still in there. Still, yeah.
Do you use charms like this often?
No, I just well, okay. So what happened was I'm having a little issue with my runics. It's all over my head, and a friend of mine told me that the runic system is very similar to Portuguese. So that if I go through Portuguese to rune, or rune to Portuguese to English, it's easier than just going from rune to English. So I got a charm to understand Portuguese, so I could go from rune to Portuguese to English instead of just rune to English, and it really didn't help, unfortunately, but it was worth trying. So yeah.
She's nodding the whole time you're talking, as she listens to you, and you see her jot something down in your tablet and then scroll up before continuing. Are you trying to see what she wrote, or are you just letting things
Nope,
go on?
I'm just
Okay.
letting things go on.
Okay. What is your reason for being at the library this evening?
Studying for the my runic final. It's been awful. It's been atrocious. I hate it, but I'm here. I'm drinking a lot of coffee. Yep, that's about it.
Right. And she kind of narrows her eyes, hearing how much coffee you've had, and she goes, "Okay, interesting. Give me one moment."
Yeah. Take your time.
And she goes. The other officer has come back at this point, and
Hi,
have
how's it
a
going?
small whispered discussion. She kind of nods and she goes, "Can you tell me a lie, really quick?"
I try and say, the shirt I'm wearing is green.
Okay, you do that easily.
Oh,
Interesting. How much coffee have you had this evening?
I have had, okay, so if we count this evening as before 5 o'clock or after 5 o'clock, I've had 2 cups of black coffee at my apartment. I got one on the way here, which was a double shot latte, and then I had a triple shot delivered, and then another triple shot. Oh, I also did some pre-workout also before I got here too, which has caffeine in it, I think. I don't know.
She kind of grimaces. She goes, "Yes, it does. Okay."
Yeah, so that,
So we're well over like a 1,500 milligrams of caffeine right now.
I will take your word for that.
Okay, so fun fact about Scopa. When your blood pressure is that high, or you're that much caffeinated, it does not work that well. You will need to take a higher dose.
Okay.
Well, here's what that means.
Okay.
We do not have enough antidote to relieve you of that high of a dose. Meaning, if you took a higher dose to be considered under the influence during this interview, which again is your choice, you would be under Scopa for the rest of the evening.
That's fine.
You're fine with that?
That's fine. I foresee no repercussions to this. I'm here to, clear my name and get everything going.
I'm also going to give you some water, Mr. Gandy. I can see your pupils dilating.
Oh, yeah, that would be fantastic. Thank you.
Amazing. The other officer gets you a bottle of water, and she pours you like a decent shot glass of Scopa and slides it towards you.
Just slam it.
All right, so for pretty much the rest of this episode, and depending how far along we get into the evening, a bit of the next episode, you cannot lie, Josh.
Cool. After I slam it, I'm like, yeah, you really need like some salt or limes with this. It's just might help things go better.
I will let our chemists know.
Cool. Do we need to do everything over again? I will, if that's necessary. I didn't do it again. I would like to stress that very much so.
No, I believe you.
Didn't do it. Cool.
Can you just confirm everything you told me 10 minutes prior is true?
Yeah, so my name's Josh Gandy. I'm 21 years old. I'm a communications major. I have had a bunch of coffee. I have been here for a while studying my runic, which isn't easy, but I've had a Portuguese charm, and I've been using that to go from runic to Portuguese to English instead of runic to English, which is more difficult. That's what I've been told, and I'm not really seeing much of a difference. But
Josh,
yeah,
you see her kind of hold a finger up, and she goes, "I need a yes or no answer, Josh Gandy."
Oh, yes.
Thank you. This is more for your time than it is ours.
Oh, wait, no, I did tell a lie. My shirt is not green.
Thank you for the clarification.
Happy to help.
Have you ever been inside the restricted section?
No. That is a scary place.
Have you asked another student to go inside the restricted section for you?
Yes, technically.
May I
Freshman
ask-
year, I dared a friend of mine who no longer goes here. His name is Dwipple. I dared him to go into the restricted section. He didn't because he's a coward.
She nods. You see her write that down. Does Whipple have a last name?
Oh God, I don't know. It's been like 2 years. We didn't really stay in touch. He moved
First
to.
letter is fine. Best guess.
I'm gonna say a H. Sounds right.
We'll start there.
Yeah.
And she writes that down.
But that was, like I said, 2 years ago, so I'm not sure if that actually has anything to do with anything. And he didn't even go in, so I'm not sure why that's important. But,
Dot your I's, cross your T's, right?
Sure.
How well did you know the victim?
Not at all. Oh, well, actually, no. That's not true. I met her 5 minutes before she died. She gave me a bunch of rune flashcards. Are they cursed now? Probably not, right? That's not how curses work.
The word curse, you see her eyes kind of narrow for a second, before kind of returning back to the sort of stone face. And she goes, no, I don't believe that's how curses work, but
Cool.
I will take the
haunting?
flashcards from you. If
Oh,
you don't want them.
no, God, I need them. They've been the most helpful thing I've been using. I mean, I only got to use them for like 5 minutes. But
Could
they
I
seem
see
helpful.
them for at least 10 minutes?
Sure. They're out of the thing. Do you want me to go get them? I can go get them.
Yes, please.
Okay, I go get them.
Okay. And she does. She takes them and she gives them to the other officer, who then like walks away with them. You don't know where he's going.
Sure. I would like those back.
We'll get them back to you, Mr.
Cool.
Gator. Yes.
Cool.
We just
Cool.
need to look them over for a moment.
Sure.
Have you seen anything unusual, out of routine for the past 3 days?
Yeah, there was that like juggler guy on the quad. That was strange. That was yesterday. The day before that snowstorm, I saw a guy wearing shorts. That's odd. Like, why would you do that? He was wearing flip-flops too, just in the like snow. I don't know. There was some really interesting graffiti in one of the bathrooms in Zab Hall, I want to say. That was interesting. There was a cool like I think it was a book club in the Commons. That was weird because I've never seen a book club in the Commons, but I suppose that's where book clubs would happen, I guess. Unless they're in here, but there's a lot of people studying for finals.
You're talking, and you're just going, right? You're caffeinated in food storm, so you're just chittering away, not really paying attention. Her hands are slowly going up her face and into her hair as she tries to relieve a tension headache. And she goes, "Okay, thank you. That was helpful."
Oh yeah, happy to assist.
Can you provide?
Oh yeah.
I will allow space for questions shortly. Okay.
Cool.
Thank you. Can you provide information and our alibis to your whereabouts for the past 3 days?
I mean, I've been in here a lot. Had a final yesterday and the day before, so that's at least those finals are 3 hours each, so that's 6 hours. Then I was here the last 2 nights for about 5 hours each, so that's somewhere around 16 hours in the last 72. But other than that, not really.
Okay. She
Been
writes that
mostly
down.
just at my home.
She writes that down.
I guess that there's like bus receipts, I think. Actually, I don't know. Does the bus track where people go? Probably not. That would be pretty difficult, I'd assume.
Are you taking the school's buses or are you taking the city buses?
Yeah, the school buses. I live in the outside apartments.
There should be a record on your student cards, which you used to
perfect.
pay.
Then that.
And she jots that down as well. Can you describe your familiarity with potion making, technomancy, curses, and arcane relics.
Very faint. I know that my friend oh god. Mikki. I know that Mikki does technology stuff, but I don't really know past that. And then I don't know anything. I'm in communications. I'm here. Magic is a bit above me, really. So yeah.
How would you say this event has affected you?
Not great. I'm not pleased about the current situation. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any questions for us?
Yes. Have you looked to see if there's any other bombs in there? Because I feel like there might be.
We have not investigated farther into the restricted section. We are waiting for a specialist to get on scene.
Okay.
As a lot of those texts are beyond most of us. We are not
Sure.
trained or equipped to do it without our specialist. However, do you believe that to be the case?
I think there's a good likelihood.
How so?
I wouldn't. There's. I mean, my butterflies told me.
Your butterflies told you.
Yes.
I see. Can you elaborate?
I speak to butterflies.
Ah.
They were doing some cursory glancing, and I mean, they know less than I do, but.
Well, thank you, Mr. Gandhi, for your time.
Yeah, certainly happy to help. Oh, another question. Do you know if classes are getting moved back or canceled or anything wonderful like that?
It's been a popular question this evening.
Okay.
Would apologize. According to the Dean of Students, it is up to your professors to decide whether or not they will allow exceptions to this. Should we hold you into the time of your finals? So that is a question for your professor instead of me. You still have your phones. We have had no reason to confiscate them yet. I would use this time perhaps to email your professors.
That's a good idea.
And then let them know the situation and that you're here. If you need validation, the equivalent of a doctor's note.
Yeah, could I get one of those just right now, actually?
Sure.
Could you leave it like very vague and not date it as well?
No.
Thought I'd ask.
And she goes back to her tablet, and one prints out the side. It has the letterhead of the Ravensdale Police Department. She signs the bottom and says, Josh Gandhi was kept in the library during the investigation of a murder, and hands it to you.
Cool.
It is signed and dated.
Piss. Damn. Oh well, that's fine. I know Photoshop. I can just...
I know fantasy Photoshop.
Yeah, it's great. The best thing about college is at the beginning of every semester, you have 4 grandparents.
Exactly. Josh gets it.
Does Josh know Photoshop?
No, but he'll just
wild,
yeah,
fucking statement.
That's hey Mikki, can you just Photoshop today's date on this picture for me? Yeah.
What are you gonna give me for it?
Validation.
Wow, twist my arm.
You're wonderful. But yeah, sweet. Okay, cool. Thank you. Let me know if there's anything else. I'm,
We will definitely ask for your assistance and your butterflies. Should we think that we need it?
Okay.
We appreciate your participation this evening. Could you send over And she kind of looks through her files. Mikki, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Will do. I probably shouldn't be doing finger guns. Okay! Josh stands up and leaves.
I love him. I love him so much.
Mikki and Tommy, are you doing anything during this 20 minutes?
During the 40 minutes that I've had, I've called my lawyer.
You have a lawyer.
I do. Yeah, she said that last time.
I've called my lawyer. Perfect. What did you arrange with your lawyer?
She's basically just like, this is what happened. I didn't do it. What should I say? Should I refuse to answer questions until you're able to be present? Should I try to answer questions? What do you want me to do?
How long have you had this lawyer? Can you describe them for me?
So Dick Johnson has been our lawyer for Richard has been our lawyer for the last year and a half since I was officially partnered with Witch. I wanted to make sure that all of my accounts and everything were covered, and I was able to keep a level of security, and that if I were to be, you know, with the style of streaming that I do and everything like that, you know, how we got the concerned parent letters earlier, definitely want to make sure that, you know, everything is taken care of, all the legalese, all my tax forms, XYZ. So I think within the last 1.5 to 2 years.
Perfect. So you're on the phone with Dick, and you've been talking to him. He's friends with you. He's been to your house for tea with your family, right? You guys, you're not close, but you get along fairly well. He knows you know him. And he's like, okay, now listen, all right? Okay, so what we're gonna do? They're gonna offer you Scopa. Don't take it. You don't need it. You got evidence on your stream. When it went down, listen, I got worried. I was scared when it went down, but we have that confirmation, right, that we can recover it later. All the evidence we need, baby. They're not gonna catch you. You're fine. You didn't do anything wrong. You went to class. You went to the library. You're gonna go home. We're fine. You don't need to take that drug, okay? You can if you wanna. I'm just saying you don't need to.
Okay. What about because I know Witch said I got an email from them saying that they were going to cut out the parts to put the VOD back up because it's currently unavailable. Should we be concerned about that?
There's nothing suspicious about you coming into the library, right?
No, I was just walking in with Tommy.
And we didn't see you leaving or anything?
Nope.
Then we're good, baby. We're good. We know you sat down. Didn't do anything. Should be fine. They're probably just gonna take out anything that has, like, you know, the bloods and the guts and the stuff in it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Richie. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, you too, baby. Do you need me to like come in? Are you comfortable talking to these people? Because if you're not, we can wait until I'm in. But it might look better if you just follow along for a little bit.
I think I can handle myself.
Okay, sweetheart. If it gets worse, you send me a text, okay? I will be on the next flight out there.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Love you. Kisses. He hangs up.
Bye.
All right. So that was your advice from your lawyer. You can choose what to do with it.
Okay.
But that was your 40 minutes. Tommy, did you do anything during these 20 minutes?
One girl, one fork, one cheesecake. Just no cutting, just going straight for it.
Valid.
Yeah, so maybe the early bits of Josh's interview, Officer Brightmiller, the guy, brings you the cheesecake, and you see he's also purchased you a couple more Fig Newtons from the vending machine as an apology. And he goes, "It's a little cold from the snow, I apologize. It does not look like it has separated yet. But here is your cheesecake. I'm sorry."
Thank God for snow. Nature's refrigerator.
And that cheesecake is yours. So, good. Perfect. You got your cheesecake. One of your problems this evening has been solved.
Clearly the most important of them.
Obviously, there was money into that cheesecake. All right. Mikki, you ready?
No.
All right. Similar to the other two, you enter this little dome. You see Detective Evelyn Hart. You see Officer Bright Miller. They introduce yourselves. She explains they're going to ask you a few questions. You are offered Scopa should you choose to take it. She doesn't seem thrilled by it, but she does offer it to you. Do you take it?
Unfortunately, I will not be partaking in that just because one, I have nothing to hide, but two, it messes with my, what's it called? My medication and everything like that. So I don't want to partake if that's all right.
She gives kind of a genuine nod and she goes, okay, I can understand that. Your choice. And she does seem kind of relaxed that you didn't take it. Can I get you anything to eat or drink before we begin?
Water would be great. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. And she goes and grabs you a bottle of cold water from this stash they have. And hands it to you.
Okay. Is it sealed?
Yep.
Perfect. And she'll take a sip and set that down.
She explains that you're going to be recorded. Make sure that you're aware of that. Sets up the recording.
I'm always recorded. This is nothing new.
Do you have Minnie with you?
No.
Okay. Where's
I
Minnie?
would have left Mimi. Sorry, I probably should have mentioned this. I would have left Mimi with Tommy, probably. As I trust Tommy. So Mimi's just getting like 4K footage of this cheesecake just being downed.
It's not streaming, but she's definitely recording.
Recording, yeah.
Gotta get that B-roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have your
Josh.
phone open at all while this is happening?
My phone?
No. Well, I
No.
guess she could probably send it to you guys too. Do any of you have your phone up while cheesecake is happening?
Yeah, I would. I would be emailing my professor as soon as I got the note.
Perfect. So Mimi is sending the 4K footage of the cheesecake.
Are
and
you?
she's making
Is she
like,
airdropping?
she's making fan cam edits as she records. So there's just like lights and transitions on this cheesecake because everyone is excited about the cheesecake.
That's so funny.
And you're getting it in real time.
I love her.
She loves you.
Gosh, if you don't get in here, it's gonna be gone. I'm not waiting for anybody.
Yeah, I'll have a bite. I don't love cheesecake, but it's fine.
Okay, do you want the Fig Newton?
No, I can't stand Fig Newtons.
You're a stranger to me.
What? They're just too they're not sweet. They're just too sweet, and I know I just need something else to cut the sweetness from the Fig Newton. And it's the same with cheesecake, but with a fruit cheesecake that's better. Yeah. Had to take a double dose of the Scova, whatever. Scuba? No, not Scuba. Scoby? No, that's the kombucha thing.
So while Josh is having this conversation with Tom, the interview begins. Please state your name, age, and major.
Michaela Sparks. I am 21 and a technomancy major.
You see Evelyn kind of raise her eyebrows and nod at the technomancy, make a note, and she goes, "What is your reason for being at the library this evening?"
One, I was coming to support my lovely friend Josh Gandy. As you probably saw, he was struggling. But also I had a little bit of work to do as well. We are currently in our final, trying to basically she is going to give some long-winded explanation about a project that they have to do with technomancy. That's the final. I have no idea what that would entail off the top of my head.
I would say your final is like building a sentient like steam engine almost.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, like a really big sentient tea kettle, basically, right? That's probably the same final you saw Janie working on earlier. Like you recognize the parts going together and stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, that's your final. And she kind of nods. She goes, "Have you ever been inside the restricted section of the library?"
I haven't. No.
Have you had a friend go in there for you?
Not for me, no, but I've had friends go in. I mean, Allorah did.
Anyone besides Allorah?
No.
How well did you know the victim?
She was my TA, so I would say we were close, but in like a professional manner, for sure. She'd helped me a few times with my assignments, but besides that, it wasn't super close. We had talked about potentially getting a drink after finals and after I graduated and she graduated, so there wasn't any like, weirdness with teacher student professionalism.
So you had made plans with the victim for a few days from now.
Like loosely, but like she didn't like I don't have her, well, I guess I do have her number. I don't have her like, yeah, no, loosely.
Okay. She writes something down. Have you seen anything unusual for the past 3 days? And you kind of hear her sigh and she goes, besides a juggler, graffiti, and lists all the stuff that Josh listed. It's like anything that would be related to the case, if any.
Oh yeah, that guy in the Nike slide with the socks. It was so weird. No, I mean, mostly my attention was focused on my finals. I can have my assistant drop off my class schedule for you if you need a list of my professors. In addition, I was streaming, so my focus was mainly on that. Granted, I kind of go about my life with that. That's sort of my whole shtick.
You see her kind of flip.
Nothing unusual.
Right, of course. I do see you are a streamer here. Do you have any business cards for your staff that I could reach out to?
Yes. Okay. So, and she probably has her wallet on her. She'll like reach into her pocket and start flipping through her wallet. So this is for my lawyer. This is for my personal assistant. This is for like, what else do you need?
These two are.
This is for my editor.
You just keep going. She gets like 6 or 7 business cards, and she goes, "Okay." And you see her just kind of like put the lawyer on the top, and then like put it off to the side. This is very helpful. Thank you. Our next question is about providing alibis for the past 3 days. How long have you been streaming? Your friends told me you were doing a club fawn.
A what?
A club fawn?
I don't know what that is, but I was doing I see what you're trying to say. It's called a subathon. It was uncapped. So we've been rolling for the last roughly like 43-ish hours. Before my camera got turned off and everything happened. The other people that could confirm my whereabouts would be Tommy. I was at home. My professors, like I said, I can have my assistant drop off my schedule for you. I was also with Eli Mooring. We had sex the other night. And then I'm trying to think.
She kind of like does a spit take into her water that she's sipping, and she goes, "Okay, thank you. That is helpful."
Yeah, no, absolutely. Anything to help.
Do you have? She's like going through the hours. Do you have any alibis or whereabouts for Friday? You weren't streaming that day. I'm guessing you're accounted for that evening with Eli. And according to your class schedule, you did not have classes that day.
I was with Eli, but I was also preparing. So I was doing a lot, weirdly enough, I was doing a lot of sleeping, not just with people. But I, no, I was kind of resting up. I basically stayed home the whole day. I think I ordered like ramen or something.
She kind of like slow nods, writes something down, and moves on. She's okay. Can you describe your familiarity with potion making, technomancy, curses, and arcane relics?
I mean, being a technomancy major, my knowledge is pretty fluent in it, I think. I have a 3.6 GPA, so I've studied it very carefully. I plan on pursuing technomancy career in the future. Potion making, not so much. And what was the other one?
Curses and arcane relics?
Nothing on curses. Arcane relics, I mean, I think we took a history class on that when it's just part of the curriculum.
Okay. She jots something down. What brought you into the field of technomancy, and where do you hope to end up?
Well, initially I hadn't really thought that my whole streaming career was going to take off, so it seemed like a safe bet. In addition, my family owns Sparks Incorporated, so kind of going into the family business a little bit. But, job security mostly, if you want a flat answer.
No, makes perfect sense.
But now I make most of my money online.
That's a trend I've noticed with people in your field as of late. Do you enjoy it?
I do. It's very gratifying. Everybody's super sweet. I love networking with people, getting to build connections, and it's very interesting also just to kind of see the ebb and flow and how major, I'm so sorry, Miss Interrogator. My head just kind of went a little fuzzy there for a second. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, let me try to remember where we left off. We were talking about your plans with technomancy in the future.
Oh, that's right. Yes. So, it's very, you asked me if my streaming was gratifying, and I said, yes, it was. We had, with everything that's happening in the news and everything like that, it's very interesting to see the ebb and flow of it. I also just really like producing content. Whether or not that's behind a paywall is, debatable, but people have to make money somehow. So not that I'm worried about that.
Did you ever intend to collab with Allorah at all?
Collab?
Yes.
No, I had no plans to do that.
Okay, interesting. And she makes note of that.
Why?
Well, she was a front runner for your witch site. And she types something on her tablet and turns the screen around, and you do see Allorah, who has this like pimped out gamer room, lights everywhere, big headset on, and you see the username Phoenix333 at the bottom, and she is like, her chat's just flying. She has like 15K viewers, and she's doing some kind of like esport thing. I would have assumed that if you were a streamer as well, you would have been working with her, but perhaps not.
No, not all streamers know each other, contrary to popular belief. But I didn't know she did this actually, so.
Interesting. Sure, sit down.
We also kind of work in different fields of witch.
There's different fields?
categories, things people do. Not all of it's gaming or esports as she does. There's also people who do makeup, co-working sessions, get ready with me's, different things like that. Reviews, different things like that. TTRPG streams. I don't know. Those seem kind of weird.
And you're listing all this stuff, and it looks like it's just like going over her head. She has no idea what's going on, and she just goes, "Okay, different, but same job." Okay, she writes that down.
It's like, imagine which is like the company, right? And in a company you have different departments. So like there's marketing, there's production, there's HR, there's RCM, there's different things like that.
While you're explaining the ins and out of how which works, you get that feeling again that this woman is watching more of you than you can see. Can you roll? We'll do.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
You can choose grit or brains.
Grit or brains?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do brains, if that's okay. Also, not me not having my character sheet up. It's fine. Sorry, my cat is being a jerk. She snuck in here during the break. I don't think I have any additions to my thing anyway, so. Okay. Well, shit. 1.
All right, so you don't really know anything. Okay.
Okay. I think I have a thing. I have lucky, the lucky feat essentially.
Okay.
I have to find. I'm sorry, my character sheet apparently went blank, so I'm a little stressed out at the moment. I'm trying to like find the one I sent you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. It was there. Okay. I have lucky, which I think allowed me to spend 2 adversary points, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Reroll.
Yes.
Okay. Can I do that, please? Was that a yes?
Oh yeah, sorry. I thought I said yes. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you're good. Okay.
Yeah, your tokens. You use them how you want them.
Okay, cool. Hopefully it's better than a 1. It's a 15.
Really good. Much better.
Yeah.
So there's a moment where you're like, you feel this like almost chill like on the back of your neck. You've encountered this before in like your artifact studies and your spirology studies when working with old things that have been dead for a long time. And you see her studying you and trying to understand, and you look kind of deeper into her pupils, and it's almost as if something is moving behind her pupils, above her pupils. Like this body is something she's moving around, but isn't really her. This detective is something else. And while you're talking and she's trying to understand you, whatever she is, she's trying to use her power against you to figure you out more by invading your space. Can you roll grit against my brawn, please?
I can. I'm so nervous. 6.
Okay. That's a tie. And tie goes to the PC. So
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, God.
So you feel something attempt to sort of poke at the back of your neck for a minute. It kind of feels like someone put a cold washcloth to your neck, and then it flits away like steam. That's all you feel. And she goes, okay, so different categories of witch, and you do different things, and there's different. Okay, so it is like a job.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very cool. And she writes that down. How would you say this event has affected you?
I am still processing, if I'm being completely honest. While I wasn't super close with Allorah, I still saw her every day. I think I'm still sort of in shock of it all, if I'm being honest.
That's fair. It's a very traumatizing event, especially if you know the person, even if it's not that close. My heart goes out to you. I'm very sorry. Can we do anything to help with trauma or shock? Would you need any therapist contacts, or do you have one in your system? She kind of gestures to your card.
I do. When are we expected to be released?
As soon as we have narrowed down some information, and potentially take some of your peers with us for further interviews and questioning.
Okay, makes sense. Sorry, I'm giggling because Beck said BetterHelp affiliate. Oh no.
Yeah, that got me too. I'm sorry.
Get out of there. Get out of the chat.
Do you have any questions for us?
Do you know if there is going to be any extensions, or if there has been any contact with the dean? As this is a faculty member, I imagine that there would be some extension of finals, especially for those who have been in the immediate vicinity.
We have reached out to the dean. We woke up the dean. And he said the finals deadline is up to the professor's discretion, so you will need to reach out to your professors individually. Your friend Josh asked me to make him a note. I can create you a note as well, should your professors require one for your absence. I personally would excuse and extend your finals for this, but I am not your professors, and they may have little care to that. So I would email them as soon as possible, just for your sanity and sake of mind.
Okay.
Anything else I can help with?
I don't believe so. If you need anything further from me, please let me know. The whole thing was basically, and I'm sorry, I don't know if this is clear, but the whole thing was not that thing, but the whole, initial reaction of everybody was recorded.
Interesting. Is it accessible currently?
It would probably take me some back and forth with the admin to have it released, but if there is an official police investigation and or notice, I imagine that Witch would have no issue releasing the footage.
We can probably accelerate that, yeah. Is one of those, one of these, and she kind of taps the cards, someone we can reach out to get that? Or do we need to go to the company directly, do you think?
She starts flipping through her wallet again. This is one of my friends who is in the tech support side of things. You can contact them.
Okay, excellent. We will reach out to them and see what we can do. Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. And she turns off the recording device. And you see you're kind of scanning the room, looking for someone else to pull in to talk to. And she seems pretty down with you.
Can I try to gauge what she is? Because I know, she's weird.
Yeah. So you've done brains. You've looked through your book smart. Is there another talent you could use, do you think, to kind of narrow down what a creature is?
I would say potentially charm, based on just how personable Mikki is for the most part.
I would agree with that. Go ahead and roll charm.
8 in total.
8. That doesn't make it.
Okay.
You're still not quite sure what it is. I will say you do get more detail than you did the last time. You can figure out where she's watching from, and it's the shadows of the room. It's like under the tables and in between the bookshelves. That's where her eyes are. Not looking forward, but it's everywhere else in the room. That's all you get.
Cool. She will leave the general vicinity.
Awesome.
And go find Tommy and Josh.
Perfect. Tommy and Josh, what were you doing for the 20 minutes?
Writing a strongly worded email asking very nicely if I can get an extension on this final, or better yet, just give me a C in the class and let me be done with it.
Tommy is she went to get a very much black unsweetened coffee to wash down the cheesecake.
I think that's a great.
Is that sweetness did start to get to her.
Yeah, that's fair. Anything else?
I want to see. Okay, this isn't like an active Tommy thing. This is an active Beck thing.
Roger.
I would like. I think it's very reasonable for Tommy, the way that she just is always thinking about like 30 things at the same time. Is to see if anybody else is doing anything around them.
Yeah, for sure.
Has anybody come out into the hallway? Is anybody else making phone calls to people? She's just kind of observing during this time.
Yeah. So Riley's back chit-chatting with Taylor. They seem to be looking for a corner to go back to sleep. They were woken up from their dorm. When you go to get coffee, you see Nyx also at the cafe, getting some tea and a croissant. Morgan, having just sort of stormed back to her little corner, is finishing sorting her materials once again, and is working on some calculations in her book. You see she has this sort of arcane, like a runic calculator almost. It's like 3 circles with each other with a bunch of runes that she's sort of typing on and then writing stuff down. The disgruntled guy that Allorah bumped into on her way into the restricted section is just sitting at a table reading a book.
A book?
You can't tell from here. It is a brown leather-bound book with a purple ribbon marking a spot in the book that he's like halfway through reading, and then he flips back to the bookmark and then keeps reading forward.
And he's reading in the cafe or by the cafe?
He's in the library. Sorry.
Library.
Yep. Just Nyx is by the cafe.
Okay.
I'm going down my list here.
Okay.
You see Jamie just coming out of the auditorium. You know she had mentioned earlier about going to drop off stuff in there and possibly setting up camp to sleep for the night if they're going to be there overnight. Making her way to the cafe. And Kay, still residually emotional, but looks to be kind of calming down. This sort of magic energy around her sort of flickering down and reducing back to like a simmer, is entering the conservatory. Looks like she's going to go hang out with some kids. And then you know where your friends are.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And with that, and the end of our interviews, I think we're going to go to break.
Real break this time.
Not break.
So, yeah, we're going to take a 10-minute break here, guys. We will be back in a little bit. Bye! And we're back. Sweet. Okay. Welcome back. So, I'm going to introduce sort of where we are mechanically. So we are in this fun little stage called free roam. So the players are aware, and I've sort of made the audience aware as well, of the sort of different rooms that they can walk to, the different people they can talk to, and they sort of know that they can look around, talk to people, investigate, whatever they want to do. I will be keeping track of time passing on my end, based on some of your actions. When we get to a certain point, other events will trigger, and then we can go back to the event mode, deal with the event, and then we'll go back into free roam zone. This is sort of how you will find and be able to put together clues. Does that make sense to you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you choose to split the party, let me know, and then we will deal with scenes based on the group's preference of priority. Okie dokie? Okie dokie.
Okay.
So, right now, I'm treating you as a trio. Where would you like to go, or who would you like to talk to?
Can we have a small convo before we...
Yeah.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Cool. Okay, so... Can we get a bubble? Should we get a bubble? Or that look suspicious?
I think we're pretty private right now.
Can I look around to make sure nobody's like looking at us?
Define nobody.
Anyone or anything, including the creepy ass birds from the conservatory.
You are currently not near the conservatory. You're still
I don't
out
trust
there.
those birds.
I don't trust those birds. No. So they're not looking at you, as far as you're aware. But you do still feel like you're being watched from the shadows. But that doesn't mean they're watching you. There's just eyes there.
I think we should... A bubble might not be the worst idea.
Okay. I'm just gonna go grab that.
Especially if we just claim that we're studying, I would grab our bags.
Cool.
I also need to study.
I'm really fingers crossed that my professor's just gonna cancel it and give me a grade.
Don't lean on that too hard because it's not always guaranteed.
It's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
No.
I go grab the bubble.
You want to put a bet on it?
No.
No, easily enough, Josh. The bauble is pretty close to where you left it. It rolled a little bit off the table, but you can find it, pick it back up, and then adhere it to whatever table you guys want to sit at.
Then I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I do that. Yeah, you guys have a little safe zone, and as you guys kind of all enter, Allorah, that feeling of being watched disappears. This is a private space, to some degree.
Did anybody else get like super creeped out by that interrogator?
Yes.
I'm over it. We didn't do anything. I just want to go home. I am missing billable hours of stream time right now, and I'm upset about it.
I'm sure you're
Very valid. I'm missing very important hours of studying and then sleep.
That too.
Because if you don't sleep, then we're not going to be prepared for the test either. Because you need to have your mind fully. Like I'm not sleeping while there's a murderer on the loose.
So.
Why would I do that?
I have some good news on that front.
Okay.
First news: don't go in the restricted section. I think there's more bombs.
Okay.
That's what the butterfly said. Yeah.
Okay.
Second news: You know that cord the detective had that was like, this was responsible for the explosion or whatever?
Mhm.
One of those was in Morgan's bag. Exact same, I
Was
thought
it-
myself.
Was it detonated already, or do you think there's a bomb in her backpack?
Oh my god, there might be a bomb in her backpack.
Oh my god, you left an unattended bag in a public area?
No, Morgan left an unattended bag in an area. I merely grabbed it and looked inside.
You didn't report a bomb?
I didn't think it was a bomb. I thought she
That's
might have
basic
done it.
airport safety.
We're not in an airport!
An airport. They say
Still
in
counts
unison.
for public libraries.
Okay, well, that's on me. Morgan has it now. I was just assuming she did it because the cord was in her bag. And yeah. But if it might just be another bomb that got like slipped, because it was open. So it could have just been like slipped in, I guess, now that I'm thinking about it. So I guess that doesn't really like point us in any direction.
What is her? What's her major? Do I know Morgan?
You do not know Morgan.
I know Morgan.
Tommy's the one that is acquaintances with Morgan. Would you have talked about Morgan at all? To Mikki?
Casually, yeah.
Yeah, you would know that she is a potions major,
Mhm.
potions and chemical compounds major.
I don't know. I just think this is too messy for Morgan.
Yeah, but the detective also asked about like the whole what Morgan does as like a, hey, do you know any about this? So like, I'm not saying she
We're
did it.
About all of us.
What did the detective ask you guys?
Oh, a bunch of questions. And then I list every single question. that
It
was
has been
asked.
40 minutes and I have fully forgotten.
I'm still on the serum, by the way. I had to take a double dose.
Oh,
And the detective said it probably wouldn't wear off until tomorrow morning.
That's
okay.
fair. I mean,
So if you
it's
have any
not that
questions,
different. You're pretty honest in general.
thank you. I try. That's not true. I don't try.
Well, I wanna.
Oh, what did you
Well-
what did you guys hear about Taylor's girlfriend? We haven't.
Who?
We hadn't. She's with Taylor.
I was
Riley.
talking
With-
Riley.
right,
Yeah, no,
right.
Riley.
Yeah.
She's
Riley.
really fucking creepy.
Oh,
I didn't. I was looking at plants. Also,
okay.
a tree that is suspicious.
Yeah.
How is a tree
So there-
suspicious?
There are these creepy birds that sit on the tree and
I
the
hate those bastards so
They-
much.
I guess she talks to them.
Yeah, she likes the scary birds.
Okay.
But also, there's this tree in the conservatory that has the initials T and L carved into it.
But
Okay.
I mean, do you know of Taylor's previous partners?
Do I know? Do I know the probable many partners that begin with the letter L that Taylor has dated over the last 3 years?
Yeah, there's like
3 years.
6 of them.
Yeah, there's like 6 of them.
But how many of them have died within the
Allorah didn't.
confines of...
Allorah starts with an
Taylor.
E.
Yeah, but people call her L.
Like L, like EL.
Yeah, well, he's dumb.
He is dumb. Did Taylor ever date Allorah? To my knowledge.
How close are you with Taylor?
I think pretty close, right? We've been on the same team. I think we're pretty close to being like, not best friends, but like really close friends.
Okay. So you know they haven't dated, but you know, when you guys went partying, you guys went to a fantasy frat house, had a little too much unicorn juice.
Of course.
He started talking
Not the
about his
unicorn
feelings.
juice.
So much unicorn juice. And talking about his feelings. And Allorah is a bit older than you guys. She is going after her master. She's a TA. And he confessed that he did find her very attractive. But you know they haven't dated.
Okay, so here's the tea, as the kids say. Taylor,
Okay.
about 6 months ago, at the end of spring semester, we went to a party, rager, really, and Taylor got really drunk. So did I. And he told me that he found Allorah very attractive, which, yeah. But they never dated.
So that doesn't make sense why that would be her initial if they have no relationship.
It could be something completely unrelated.
Probably.
Or it could be a different T. If the L is still Allorah, maybe it's not Taylor.
Is that guy who bumped into her around?
Oh, his name. I got his name. His name is... What's his name? I got it from Taylor, but I don't remember it.
Alex.
Alex. His name is Alex, so it's not a T. Unless it's shortened from, like, Talexander, but I doubt it. That would be silly.
How many Talexanders do you know?
I was gonna lie and say one, but I don't know any. This truth serum's making me less funny. I don't like it.
I mean, we're having a good time.
That's good.
I don't know. I'm suspicious about it, but I don't have any notes about why I'm suspicious about it, so
Sure.
I need to drop it. I can't remember why I was suspicious about it.
Okay. So definitely don't go near Morgan in case she actually has a bomb in her backpack. And then, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the...
Kay.
Who's Kay?
Kay was the art student you saw earlier. The really tiny little kitsune girl that had a lot of the big emotions that sort of she was expressing, but it also like radiated around her like an energy. Yeah, that's Kay. Kay has a lot of feelings.
So, I don't know if you guys are experiencing this. First of all, I want to acknowledge what you said. I think that talking to Kay might be good. I think we should talk to most of the people here, honestly. If we understand everybody's alibi, then it's much easier to deduce this. I think I played a game like that once.
Werewolf.
But anyway, also so like the interrogator isn't normal, I guess.
She's unnervingly hot.
Yes.
That's not the word I would use, but I mean,
okay.
sure.
I have a thing for that sort of power dynamic.
I feel like
I'm shutting up now.
Noted. We'll file that one away for later. But I feel like we're just constantly being watched, and not in like a there's an adult in the room, better hide your whatever you're drinking kind of thing. But like in a way, like it's like there's surveillance cameras everywhere on top of the surveillance cameras that are everywhere. Does that make sense?
I mean, we are in police custody right now, essentially. So.
Right, but it's still creepy. Like,
no, it's upsetting. It's fully upsetting.
I mean, I'm not sure if that's like an item or something like they made, or like if she can do it, but like I got weird vibes from her specifically. Also, my lawyer said that as long as we have the video of us walking in, we should be fine.
Oh, cool. The good news is
I'm not worried about myself. I know I
Same.
didn't murder them.
Please know
I was with you the whole time.
Because I confessed to everything.
Today's Monday, right?
Today is Sunday. It'll be Monday in 2 hours.
Okay. Did they like grill you guys about like Friday at all?
No, they just generally asked where I was the past 3 days. And
Yeah.
I
They
answered
asked me that
vaguely,
too.
and then they didn't ask any more questions. Mine was really quick.
Yeah, you were only in there for like what, 20 minutes? But it was weird. Like they asked me about the 3 days, obviously. Like that seems like a standard question, but then they like really honed in on Friday.
Interesting.
She starts flipping through her receipts in her phone to double check to make sure she got ramen on Friday.
I didn't really have an answer because I had my late night final yesterday, and then I had my other final. But other than that, I didn't really have an alibi. But I don't think she cared. I think she was just wanting the conversation to be over with me. So. Yeah.
And you guys didn't know Allorah before this, right?
No.
No, I've seen her around, but as much as I see anybody around.
Yeah. Same.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I did, now that I'm thinking about it, I did know about her because Taylor, but that wasn't necessarily like, no, I never spoke to her except for 5 minutes ago.
I'm sure Taylor had a couple of those conversations with
Oh
you.
my god, so many.
Yeah, so
He finds everyone attractive.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's like the top things. I think I want to see what Alex was on about and what Kay talked about before. With Allorah. Because weren't they talking like right between like you talking to her and Boom?
Who?
What?
Who?
Who are you asking about?
I was asking generally, but to Mikki. If Kay and Allorah were talking afterwards.
After she came to your table?
Yeah.
That was Jamie and
Oh, that was Jamie? Why did I write Kay? I'm dumb.
Kay was one that you knew. Like, that was one of the students that you were acquaintances with.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Okay.
I just wrote down A for some reason. Okay.
You're all good.
Erase that.
Do you want me to go ask Taylor about Allorah again? Allorah?
Yes.
Okay. Will do.
Are you going there now?
Assuming
You want us to
the
come with
conversation is
you?
over. I mean,
Pretty
possibly.
satisfied.
If you want to. I was going to say you might use your feminine wiles or whatever, but his girlfriend's right there, and that would probably not be effective. Well, it would be effective, but it would probably just cause him strain.
Feminine wiles. Let's go.
All right, so you head over to talk to Taylor. Well, you go to where you knew Taylor was. Taylor and Riley are kind of perched in a corner. Yeah, what's up?
I connected them.
Yes.
I wrote it in the. I wrote my note in the wrong location. It wasn't that I wanted to see if Kay was familiar with Allorah. I wanted to know if Kay was familiar with the artimancy stuff that I found.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I connected.
You're good.
I connected.
You're good.
I got excited.
I connected them.
Sorry.
You didn't
You're
catch
good.
shit.
So Taylor and Riley are currently kind of curled into their backpacks in the corner. Riley is all the way back asleep. And Taylor is awake and he looks to be playing some kind of game on his phone, but he's getting to sleepy zone. But he sees you approach and kind of looks up and kind of gives you a nod before kind of looking at Riley like he's gonna try to be quiet here, but he acknowledges you guys.
Does it look like he can extricate himself from this like cuddle pile?
Yeah, if you want him to.
Also kind of like gesture for him to like hop out.
Yeah, he gives like a big sigh, like this is a lot of work. Puts his backpack down, gets up really slowly, walks over to you guys, gets far enough away from Riley so they can keep sleeping. It's okay. What's up, guys? It's just about to go back to Snooze Town. Kind of missed it. What's up?
So remember that rager back in June that we went to? There was like, they had the like pretty decent unicorn juice that like it wasn't nearly as good as like Kappa Kappa Theta's. That one? Remember that one?
Was it the one with the purple punch bowl or the blue punch bowl?
The blue punch bowl.
Yes, I know the rager.
Yeah.
That was sick, bro.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So remember when we got really drunk and I was like, hey, you haven't had a girlfriend in like a week and a half. What's with that? And you were like, I don't know. I am sort of crushing after this one person. And I was like, who's that? And you were like, Allorah. Remember that?
Vaguely.
Yeah. Did anything happen with that?
I mean, not really. I mean, I did tell her. And then she crushed my heart into little itty bitty pieces. And I got sad about it. And then I got another girlfriend. And everything was better. And then I broke up with that girlfriend. And then I got another girlfriend. And then he stops realizing he's like gonna go on for a while. But yeah, no, I mean, that didn't really work out.
She broke your heart into like a million pieces in what way?
She told me she'd never go out with someone as lowly and like kind of scrunches his face. I think she said thick as me. It's like I don't know if she's talking about my arms or something. But it sounded really mean. I didn't like her tone. And it hurt a little bit.
That's
and
rough,
she
buddy.
walked away, and I didn't get to say goodbye. And I got really sad about it.
Does this guy seem like he's still emotionally attached to this occurrence?
A little bit, yeah. Like, he does seem bothered by it. Like, from what Riley told you, this guy's kind of used to getting his way, and people just kind of let him because he's cute and stupid.
Hate men.
And this stuck out enough where like he still looks upset talking about it. He brought it up to Josh, like these feelings enough when he was drunk, when otherwise like it's usually he's already been in a relationship at the time that Josh hears about it. And like he took his time with Allorah. This is definitely different.
So you tried to court her, like go out on a few dates and everything like that?
No, I didn't want to go to court with her.
Okay, so like you didn't go out, but like, did you guys ever? I don't know, like just
Hook up?
Hook up?
No, she said no.
I
Gotta
didn't like
respect that.
when you were both super drunk. Like you just at a party.
Oh, she doesn't go drinking. I don't think she ever went drinking. She like wouldn't go to parties at all.
Honestly, that's a really good point. She said she wouldn't drink with me either.
Oh wow. I mean, I respect the shit out of that.
Just saying, you know, but like it still seemed weird.
For a
Yeah.
TA.
Well, and like I even specified like after graduation too. I don't know if that's something we need to like hone in on, but I digress.
Oh no, I just meant like she's probably super stressed out. Or was.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if we're done talking about my epic heartbreak, do you need anything else, or nah, go back to sleep?
Yeah, were you the one that carved a T and L in the conservatory on a tree?
So Taylor's skin is already kind of this reddish tone.
Oh no.
The tips of his ears grow a darker shade of red. And he purses his lips a little bit. It's like, which tree?
I think that answers my question, bud. But the big one with the... Or actually, I wasn't told which one, so...
I
The
haven't
one with the
specified
birds.
which.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I did. Maybe I did after she hurt my feelings a little bit. But that was a long time ago. It wasn't like today.
Yeah, obviously it was old. You just, you know, it's cool.
How long did it take you to get over her?
Like 3 seconds. I'm fine.
You're
I'm
also a
fine.
liar.
You're a liar.
Is that
Okay.
all that you had as a comeback? Really?
Maybe. Okay, so maybe I still wasn't over it. Like, what does that mean? That doesn't mean anything.
I'm just curious, my guy.
There's an active murder on the loose, and we're just trying to figure out what the heck happened.
Also,
you can
that,
understand.
Yeah.
Why
can
would you
understand that.
kill someone if you like them? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, she rejected you.
Okay.
No, Taylor, we're just like, we're really sympathizing with you because it's really hard that you're not going to be the look. We just like, it's just gonna be so hard for you, and we feel really bad about it that you're like someone that was really important to you just died, and now you have to deal with all that grief, and that like sucks. And we just wanted to make sure you were okay about it.
You extend that sympathy, and like as you're going, you see like tears start to well up in his eyes. And he's like, "It's been really hard, and I have to be cool because I have a girlfriend. But like, Allorah was so pretty and cool, and I can't believe she's fucking dead, dude. Like, what the fuck?
It's really fucked up.
It's really fucked up, man."
No,
I pull him in for a bro hug.
It's like a bear hug. Like he like super hugs you, doesn't let it go.
I want to double check to make sure Mimi's getting all of this on camera.
Oh yeah, no, like freaking spaceship space alien doing like circles around you guys. And I think even like at this display of tears, you hear it go little mechanical aw.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, Taylor's upset. You made him cry.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. We're very sorry for your loss, Taylor.
It's okay. I mean, it's not really my loss, but yeah, it's sad.
Are you saying it's her loss? That's
No.
wild.
No, what? No, what? No.
Oh, I feel bad. Mickey's just like, okay. There, sorrows, prayers.
Prayers. And he just kind of brushes you all off and waddles back to Riley.
I'll be honest, I don't think he did it.
No, I'm kind of over that one.
Yeah.
I just wanted to keep him satiated.
He didn't seem like he talked about it a lot, so that also feels like it would rule out Riley, though I'm not really sure she's the jealous type.
That's a good point.
Also seems like a lot of preparation when they've only been together for like a day.
It was more than a day. It was like a few. It was
they hooked up and then they got together days later.
They've known each other for like a week. Yeah, it was like 2 days.
Yeah, I don't count that. Yeah, it's just.
And the way she talked about it, she was like, I had nothing better to do. So.
Yeah,
Well, that's
I mean, I wouldn't cut someone out because of that. That's just it. If you're already in a mental state that you can murder someone, probably really easy to lie to someone's face.
My thought is that it's got to be somebody who very much thinks that they could have gotten away with it, like in the sense of like prepped, made sure, obviously really hated Allorah, but like it's not a spur of the moment decision to set something like that up. It was a very much a calculated effort.
Guys.
Wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Josh,
Yes,
are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah. I'm just going to name everyone, say they're the killer, or they aren't the killer, and whenever I can't say that, they're the killer, because I can only tell the truth.
That's not how that works. We were not thinking the same thing.
Oh.
What were
You would have
thinking?
to already know. Truth in that sense is subjective.
Oh, well, damn it. What's your plan?
Sorry. I'm sorry. I was gonna say that Mikki, wasn't Allorah telling you that she wasn't originally on the schedule to be in the restricted section tonight?
I think so. She said it was last minute.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you think somebody else was being targeted?
What if someone else is supposed to be murdered?
that's even worse! Because they could be still being tried to be
What the fuck?
I run over to the
You have to talk to Nix and figure out who else
Nix,
was supposed to be there.
I run over.
Yeah. QB, not the emojis.
So yeah, I am vaulting over to Nix as fast
Mikki
as I can.
is sprinting after you, like, and by sprinting I mean speed walking, because why would she run?
He would never.
Ew.
Nix,
Sweating it?
Nix.
We hi. Sorry
Hi.
to bother you in this time of chaos, but we have some questions.
So you're talking to Nix.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I was laughing over back. I missed all of that. Okay. Yeah, great. Sorry. What can I do to help you?
Who was Allorah scheduled instead of, or scheduled Allorah instead of? Who had the spot instead of Allorah? That's Allorah. Oh,
Allorah.
Allorah. Words are
Allorah?
hard.
We'll sound it out together, okay, Josh? Ready? Inhale. E.
E.
Lar.
For.
Lar.
Lar.
No,
Lar.
Lar. Like a lark?
A
Can you say
what's-
lark?
Lark? What's a lark?
A lark is a bird.
Bird.
Oh. She was a bird?
She was a fairy.
She was a fairy.
Oh. I didn't. Just go on with that.
Hey, Nix. Okay, so hey, Nix. Just ignore what's going on over there.
All right, I'm so sorry.
No, you are perfect.
Oh, thank you.
He has had too much coffee and too much scoba.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's just a little funky right now. Yeah. So what I was just wait, do you have access to the schedule for the restricted section tonight?
Always. What you need it for? We can't exactly go in there right now.
No, I would never. You're just kind of like curious to see who our dear friend Allorah whose slot she took when she went in there tonight.
Well, I mean, technically it was open. The person that dropped out was Jamie. When Jamie dropped out, I wrote Allorah to let her know that the slot had opened up.
Whoa.
Did Allorah
okay.
know that Jamie dropped the slot?
No, she just had emailed me earlier in the day. I had told her that the restricted section had been pretty book solid with finals, but if anyone had let the slot go, that it was hers.
Right, but like when you emailed Allorah, did you say, "Oh, the spot's free," or did you say Jamie dropped the spot?
I just said the slot was free.
Okay.
Okay. Was Jamie there at all over the weekend?
I mean, Jamie's been in the library pretty much every day for like a month. We have coffee together sometimes.
How is she?
Yeah.
She's pretty quiet in our chat or in our classes and stuff like that, but like she's really nice.
You know, she has a very hard shell to break. But once you get through there, there's another shell, but then she's really sweet. I enjoy her company. She has very interesting tastes in tea. And her projects are just fascinating. I've been really interested in all the little bits and bobs she's been making.
What's she been working on?
Oh, she had like this engine thing. She made this like little dog that can turn invisible. This pulley system that like released like milk when it was done. She said she was making it for tea.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. No, she's been lovely. She's very smart.
She is. I feel like we're always like very much like friendly rivalship in our classes and everything.
I can totally see that. You guys have like the same, and like she like does the thing with her hand where she like gestures to Ollie, like the same vibe, the same oh, what's it? The things the kids say, auras. You have the same auras around you. You know, you sparkle.
Oh, shucks. Don't stop. Keep going.
Well, you do. You have like this sort of like glimmer. It's like your soul is bedazzled.
That's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. People should say more nice things to you more often.
No.
You're just gonna look. Well, do you know where Jamie went?
Last I saw, she said she was gonna go make up a bed in the auditorium. I didn't see her much after that. I mean, she can't be far. We can't exactly go anywhere else.
True.
Do you think she wants tea?
Maybe.
We can bring her a cup of tea.
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. What?
Do you know how she takes it?
Oh, absolutely. Give me one moment.
Thank you.
And she plugs away in this sort of like automatic dispenser that has like all of your hot drinks in it. And she has like this milk tea with like a bit of mocha in it. And she gives that to you guys. It's not exactly conventional, but she loves it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Can I help you guys with anything else? How are your finals going?
Awful.
I'm so sorry. Well,
Not your fault.
All things considered, that makes sense, I suppose.
Yeah. That was a murder.
Yeah.
Nick's just really was like, well, you're dumb, so.
I think she was probably referring to the murder, Josh.
No, I know, but just like my instinct was just.
It's just like, I never see you in the library.
You're dumb as hell.
You're dumb as hell.
You read your book upside down for an hour. Can I help with anything else?
No, I think we're good. Thank you.
Good right now. Back if we have something, but that just was like really something important we wanted to know at the moment. So
Oh my
we
gosh, of
appreciate
course. If you need anything else from the library, or I mean, I guess if we're looking into the library systems at this point, I can try to get around sort of the and she kind of gestures to the pile of police officers that are now occupying her station, which is now why she's at the cafe right now. Can I get something for you? Otherwise I'll do my best to recollect from memory. But sorry I can't do much else to help. I'm really sorry for your loss.
Thank you. I appreciate you helping us out, and you've been very helpful.
She beams, and so do all of the snakes on her head. Like, snakes can't blush, but all of these snakes just look so pleased.
You just see two little pink circles on each of their cheeks.
Like, very anime-esque. Yeah, little blips. Little happy blips. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Yeah, I'm gonna keep drinking my tea. I think I might go get a good book to pass the time. Maybe draw a picture.
That
I
sounds
would die for
I'm still
Nyx.
getting paid for this? Is this overtime?
Almost certainly.
Did you clock out?
No.
Yeah, it's overtime.
You probably could get hazard pay too.
Yeah, I was about to say that you should definitely put in for hazard pay.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Can you hire me to work here?
Are you good at alphabetizing?
I know the alphabet, yes.
How well?
I mean, I feel like this might be a
Did you know that
question.
Did you know that
Name
Josh knows the
one
Portuguese alphabet
Part
too?
of the Dewey Decimal System.
Portuguese, I don't actually know. And, because I have to tell the truth. And, what's the Dewey Decimal System?
It's a number system that's used to help alphabetize.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I know the Dewey Decimal System. It's a number system that helps, to alphabetize.
Well, if I may make a suggestion.
Yeah, go for it.
Let's not submit a job application during a crisis.
Well, no, I was just hoping you could hire me now so I also could get the hazard pay.
No, I can't do that. I'm so sorry.
No worries. You're wonderful.
We'd have to go through my boss. I have a boss. I don't own the library. There is a person that owns the library.
That tracks.
I just work here.
Isn't it the school?
I just work
the school
here.
in the library?
Well, technically yes, but we have donors, and I mean there's semantics involved.
Sure.
Yeah.
You also need a degree
Yeah.
to work at a library.
Yeah. There's complications.
There's a library degree?
Yeah.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, though. You
Yeah,
can always
sure.
volunteer, but I can't give you hazard pay as a volunteer.
I will fully tell you right now, I'm not going to volunteer, but I'm so thankful that you're here. You are wonderful.
Oh, thank you. All right, well, good luck with everything. I'm going to go email my boss to go get a little extra money to buy myself a treat.
Hell yeah. Well, that went well.
Nix is lovely. Nix is just
We
lovely.
need to take this tea to Jamie before it gets cold.
And Tommy, did you want to talk to Kay still?
Kay's only out in the conservatory. The last time I saw her, well, let's just keep a path going. Let's hit the auditorium first, and then the
Okay.
conservatory. It's kind of on the way, so I think that'll be just relevant.
So you're heading towards the auditorium?
Mhm.
Auditorium.
Sweet. Okay. So the auditorium has two big double doors to enter it. You push them open, and you're greeted by a hallway that goes into a T to go to either side of the stairway to get to the chairs and stuff. As you turn one direction, you see the hallway open up to reveal this big stage. The lights are on. Someone has gotten into the light booths and turned the light on so people can see the chairs and the stage and everything else. The projection screen is down, like someone had recently presented a lecture or something in here. You do see a couple people's backpacks in here that have gotten moved into here. The art bag, Josh, that you saw earlier is now in here, along with a pink backpack and a yellow backpack. And they're just kind of situated in the chairs, along with some coats and other things. Towards the front on the stage, you do see Jamie, who does have like her bits and bobbles you saw her working on before, this big steam-powered final project sort of thing. On the stage, sort of strewn about her, she's taken off her flannel and like spread it on the ground like a picnic blanket, and she's just tinkering away, pretty focused on this thing, and seems to be enjoying the quiet. That's what you see.
Ooh.
Hi, Jamie.
Do you say it that quiet in the back of the auditorium?
Stage whisper, but yeah,
Stage whisper.
just a real peppy. Just hi, Jamie. I don't want to scare her.
Yeah, she kind of does a double take. Like she thought she heard something, and then no, and then yes, and then perks up, and sees you guys, and her scowl kind of softens upon seeing Mikki, and gives a little wave, and kind of tilts her head up in acknowledgement and goes, "Where's your project?"
We were supposed to have a project?
No, that's the technomancy class
Oh,
project.
sorry. Okay.
It
yes.
You're okay. You're okay, bud.
It's currently on hold given the circumstances. But almost finished. How about yours?
She gestures to the fragmented pile in front of her. She's like, "It's like Lego, but 10,000 times worse. I don't know how you got yours done so fast."
Lots of studying, lots of practice. Also, honestly, just a very regimented schedule, despite the streaming.
Yeah, I guess that'll do it.
Yeah,
Nothing else is keeping you busy except for streaming, right?
True.
She has like 3 dry erase calendars up on her wall.
Well, one is for writing donor names on, one is for actually organizing like what we're doing, and then one is for the goals for the stream.
Mhm.
It's very practical.
No, I'm not complaining. It's a lot, but it's a good thing.
Wouldn't it be just easier to have like it all in your phone?
You would think that, but I'm a visual learner.
Yeah.
Jamie's just nodding at all this. She's like, yeah, that makes sense. 2 of my walls are blackboards. Got that blackboard chalk paint. It's great.
Oh my god, I love that stuff.
It's amazing, honestly.
Did you know that they make nail polish out of it?
Really?
Mhm.
I feel like that could be used for cheating so easily.
Yeah.
Where do they sell that?
You can't write enough in chalk.
Well, it doesn't have to be chalk. It could be like, does pencil show up on a blackboard?
Not
Just like
well.
write in pen on regular nail polish.
Oh yeah.
Oh
I forgot my nails. I'm gonna paint my nails.
yeah. I don't think I know these 2 very well.
This is Tommy, my roommate.
Hi. Hi.
And then this is Josh.
Hi.
And this is your tea that we brought from Nick's.
She kind of scrunches her face and she's like, Nick's made me tea.
She said that you liked tea when we were talking to her, and I was like, oh, where's Jamie? How's Jamie doing? Because I hadn't seen you in a little bit. And with all of this craziness going on, I wanted to check in on you. And then she was like, oh yeah, Jamie likes tea. And I was like, oh, well, let's bring her a cup of tea because that seems nice, the nice thing to do. So yeah.
She kind of gives a half smile and takes the tea and says thank you. Sips at it. She goes, Nick, say anything else or just tea?
She said you were sweet under 2 layers. Nice to talk to.
We don't pay Nick's enough.
We don't.
We're actually actively working on that.
Yeah, we told her to email whoever owns the library and takes care of her hourage and to get hazard pay and overtime pay. And she said she didn't clock out, so probably just racking up.
Also, apparently the library's not owned by the university somehow. That was shocking to me.
That's actually not that uncommon, right?
Standard.
Private libraries are, yeah.
Dwight has the name of the donor before the rest of the... Have you ever looked at the name when you walk in?
No.
Okay. Anyway, we just kind of, we're Nix was concerned about you, and we were like, oh, we're gonna go into the auditorium in a minute, and I think that's where she was headed, and so you're just checking in. See how you're doing.
Yeah, working away, catching up. Just work never seems to end, so trying to get this done before finals hits and get through it, and then I'll deal with this after, I guess. Will just postpone emotions and life until the rest of life finishes.
Sure.
That's legit.
Yeah.
Hey, weird question. Why what were you getting at the... What were you that you didn't get at the... Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those were words. You want to try again, big guy?
Thank you. Yes, I would love to. What were you... Sorry, I'm on a lot of Scova and caffeine right now. What were you getting from the restricted section, but then didn't?
Her eyes kind of darken a little bit at that question. And she said, well, I didn't get anything, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
You're right, it doesn't. Okay, sorry. I was just curious.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm on a lot of Scova.
Cool. Drugs are cool.
They are.
Drugs are not cool, kids. Don't take drugs.
Or do, it's fine, actually. Allegedly.
Chat, no.
Chat, don't listen to that. We don't condone drugs.
In Minecraft. And she looks to Mikki and Tommy. She's like, do either of you have issue with me not getting a butt from the restriction section?
No, like I said, I just came to check in on you. You said that you were still working on this, so if you need help, I'm happy to help out.
You were supposed to be. You had plans to be in the restricted section?
Yeah. Earlier today, but plans changed. My stuff had to move, and I guess Allorah got my spot. So.
Oh my god, that's so scary.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But I didn't, so it's fine.
What happened? Like, what, like, thank God it happened, but, like, what kept you out of there? Like, what made you to give that up? I mean, that could have been you. Oh my goodness.
She glowers a bit more at that question and says, I don't see how this is relevant.
I mean, it's just, you were talking about it, so I don't know, it's just concerning. I feel really bad for you. It was really, I mean, if you're uncomfortable, you don't have to talk about it. I just thought it was a topic. Sometimes I just say things as they come to my mind. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's been a day. I was kindly asked to give up my spot, and I did. And now I'm working on my project.
Ooh.
So, if that's all, I'm gonna keep working because I'm assuming this is still due in the morning.
You can get a note from the detective and then email your professor, and that probably will.
I'm not a fan of her. Have the rest of you been interviewed yet?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's why I have the SCOVA. SCOVA?
You took the SCOVA too?
Yeah.
It's disgusting. I hate that stuff.
Man, I've had worse in my mouth.
Stop putting things in your mouth.
I don't necessarily want to. Anyway,
like what, Josh?
We're not talking about that right now. But you, who asked you to give up your spot in the thingy?
I think you need to leave.
Okay. I'm sorry.
It's
You
fine.
wanna have the fake Newtons?
I'm fine. I need to get this done. I've been putting this off for too long for other stupid shit.
Yeah.
But
do you want a hand?
Yeah, can you help me with this compressor? And like she's showing you've already built this part, right? You're not done either, but you really just have the shell left to build, and she's still working on all the inner stuff. And like you've done this project, you know how long it takes. It's almost like she started it tonight. Like she is not far at all. And that's weird.
I mean, same girly pop, I procrastinate too. I'll catch up with you guys later, okay? I'll stay with Jamie and help her out with that.
Yeah, that's cool. We're gonna go. I had that flower I wanted to show Josh, so we'll head out.
Flower. Ooh, I don't hate flowers.
I don't hate flowers.
And Tommy just like looks at Josh and gives him like one of those like, just come on, looks.
Okay, so the compressor. Hey, QB, we're splitting the party.
Are you? I couldn't tell.
So you're working on the compressor here. What? I guess what part is tripping you up?
So okay, I recognize that we need to divert the steam from and she's showing you the diagram that she's mapped out, that you've had to map out yourself to make this work, and they're all different shapes and sizes or whatever, but you all get the base starting parts. And she has it correct. It's super correct. Like the entire process is fine. But she's either self-doubting herself or going slow on purpose because the work is correct. It's just not assembled.
This looks right.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, I mean, with it being, I mean, it's obviously, you know, in order to filter air, but like the way that you've assembled it as well as your math here, and I assume she has like a notebook and stuff like that. She just kind of points to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be roughly the capacity and speed it needs to be in order to filter air through the system.
Okay. Promise?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And she kind of starts putting the pieces together slowly, following what she wrote down. Okay. All right. Okay. How long did this take you to work out?
It took me roughly, I mean, I tried to do a part of it like each night for the past couple, like week and a half or so. And roughly each time it took me roughly around like 2 to 3 hours. So it's definitely an investment of time.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'll just keep going because you said this is good, and yeah, I trust your review more than. Anyway, yeah, I trust that. So we'll just keep trucking along, and it'll be fine.
Did you Oh, hold on. I don't know if there's going to be any way to tell this.
What are you looking for?
Does it look like this had been deconstructed and then and this is being reconstructed? Like, are there any like scratches on any of the equipment or anything like that?
Roll brains.
Okay. $18.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. 15. It's not my charm skill. Might be.
That's fine. Still beats it. Just need to be the 14. So this has been constructed and deconstructed at least 3 times. And because you're looking for marks specifically, there are scratches, but you can also see pen marks. Like someone was going through this and marking it with a pen, and that's where there's the most scratches. Like someone had marked it wrong, and that had been taken off the most. And it's not the pen that matches the pen in her notebook. It's like someone else had been making notes on her machine.
Did you get any help with this prior to me?
Yeah. I had a couple of peer reviews. Kind of second guessed myself, but it doesn't really matter now because it's due when it's due, right? So, and I've been too busy to really do anything else. So, yeah, but it should be fine. I
know. Allorah helped me a lot with mine. Obviously. But that was more of like an obviously given the circumstances, this isn't going to work out that way. But did you get any help from her? Like, I know that she was really open and willing to help me with mine.
She kind of just clicks her tongue and just, yeah, she looked at it. You know.
What'd she say?
Feedback. She said it was trash.
Really?
Yeah, well, she usually does. I try not to take what she says to heart. She's just kind of quietly, a little angrily putting this compressor together. And it's perfect. You know it is. She puts it together.
That's awful.
Yeah, well, maybe she just had a bone to pick or had a bad day. Every time she talked to me, she had a bad day. But could have been anything. I mean, everyone else likes her, right? Why would she be mean to just me? Anywho, so this release mechanism for the door, and she moves on to try to brush the subject off, and we'll keep working on the project. Do you keep pushing, or do you keep working on the project?
Both.
Okay.
Is that an option?
You can.
Okay.
Do you want her to be like honest? Or do you want to keep trying to pry information that you can infer?
May I make a point?
You may make a point.
She did specifically say you took it to the SCOBA or whatever,
Yes.
implying that she has taken the truth-telling serum.
Mm-hmm.
So
She took it a while ago. It's not going to last as long as yours.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Sorry. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Ignore me.
That's okay.
I'm dumb.
You're not. Definitely honest, I think, more so than anything. That seems really weird. Like, you should honestly tighten this here. You should report that to the dean. I mean, if there was, I don't know if you have, though. I don't want to assume.
Well, I mean, why? Like, you know what I mean? Like, here, can you hand me that? So,
Yeah.
She teaches here. She does traveling lectures. She makes amazing machines that the school can use to advertise. Everyone else likes her and kisses her ass. Why does her just having an issue with me need reporting? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna graduate. We'll never talk to her again once this is all over. Just because she has a beef with me for whatever reason.
It just feels weird that, like, she would. I mean, in the sense, like, as far as I know, at least, like, you've always been very kind, quiet, but kind, you know?
As you're handing her parts, you go to, like, grab like a tool, a screwdriver or something, and it's by her notebook, and you reach over to grab it, and as you do, it's like kind of by her foot. She like puts her foot over the notebook and like begins to like quickly scoot it towards her, and realizing you're grabbing the screwdriver, kind of relaxes. She's like, sorry, those are important.
You're good.
Yeah.
So you're gonna... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good. So I'm gonna what?
You're gonna tighten the latch here. And then we can move on to the next part. Do you have like a socket wrench or anything like that on you?
I do. I have a multi-tool. Hang on. And she kind of hops off the stage and goes up into the auditorium and gets that artsy blue backpack. And
cool. How much time do I have in between then and then?
Like 5 minutes. It's a big
5 minutes.
Yeah, it's a big auditorium. She has to like walk up, go through her backpack.
I'm gonna have Mimi start fucking taking pictures rapidly of this notebook.
Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna roll flight, Mimi.
You can do it, Mimi. I believe in you.
Okay. Mimi just barely passed. God. So you can actually get some photos and then being uploaded to your phone by the time Jamie gets back.
Okay. And it's like reset to where it was and everything like that?
Yep. Doesn't
Okay,
even look like it
cool.
moved.
Okay, awesome. And then she'll start working on the next part.
Easily enough. You keep building this machine. Do you want to continue this scene, or should we go check on the others?
Go ahead and check on the others while I try to formulate a fucking plan.
All right, Josh and Tommy, what are we doing?
I don't know.
So what are we doing?
Well, I did not lie to you. I do want to go check out a flower, but it's specifically that I want to go ask Kay about a flower.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of it. I just wanted to go run over there and talk to them, figure this out.
Perfect.
It's just something I was curious about.
Yeah. Also, sorry for messing that up. I didn't mean to.
No, it's fine. That wasn't going to go well, no matter what we did. So.
Oh. Okay, cool.
Cool. So yeah, so we'll head over into the conservatory, try to find Kay. And then I want to ask her about the purple and red flowers in there. Since last week, you said they were a common potion ingredient for artimancy, technomancy, and alchemy. And Kay is an artimancy student.
She is an art student.
What? No, in our DMs, you told me artimancy.
For Kay?
For Kay, yeah.
Kay is an art student. Morgan is a potion student.
Dang it. I'm tired.
You're good.
That's what got me put together. I really thought I saw artimancy.
It's okay. You can still talk to her about artimancy. She might know something, but she is an art student.
Not gonna give me the info I want. Dang it.
Do we want to talk to, like, Morgan instead?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna go talk to Morgan?
Yeah.
All right. Morgan is in the library, in her same spot, but it looks like a lot of her materials have kind of moved off to the side. And she's beginning to place them one by one in like this portable electric cauldron she has. It looks like a conductive stove that you can buy at the store, but it's like this purple and green chrome vibe going on. And it's emitting a smell that smells somewhere between like grass. And if you've ever made your own paper, that like pulpy smell, it's somewhere between the two.
Mm-hmm.
As you approach, she kind of looks in your direction. Oh, hey, welcome back. Did you need something? Need my backpack again?
Oh, sorry. No, we had a question about a flower?
Okay. Specific.
Yeah, no. And I'll describe the flower that I saw out in the conservatory. It just like looked really cool, and I know this is a weird time to be asking about like potion ingredients and stuff like that, but it like struck me, and I was like, "What's this for?"
She looks at you really seriously, and she's like, "All time is a good time to be asking about potion ingredients."
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Okay.
While this conversation is happening,
Yes.
is it possible for me to get her backpack again without her noticing, so I can see if it is just the cord or if it is actually a full bomb?
Roll flight if you're gonna
Cool.
try.
I will.
Difficulty, because it's been taken once. It's by her person, and she is aware that you've taken a backpack. It's a difficulty of 13.
Okay, I have close to a 50% chance of this. Sort of. That is a 19.
All right, yeah. So she is stoked to talk about potions ingredients again. And is so engaged in this conversation with Tommy. You can totally look inside the backpack. You can grab it and look inside it. Tommy will get to your conversation in a minute. You open up the backpack. It is meticulously organized. Every single pocket in this backpack is labeled with like a hand embroidered labels for different ingredients, pencil stuff. There's like a waterproof section for different vials. There's a laptop. And you do see the cord. It's very nicely rolled up. The ends are sealed off. It looks like it's uncut. And it is just a cord. It looks like it's used for something like a tool. It is not attached to any other materials. It's something to be used for later.
Okay, then I'll put it down.
Okay.
That's all I wanted to know. Make sure it wasn't an active bomb threat.
No, you're good.
Cool.
So Tommy, Morgan is talking enthusiastically with you about this flower. She's like, "Oh, okay. So that is a Perellium ignis. That is usually used for a bunch of different things, but it's usually used for like ignition or lighting things on fire, right? So in potion work, we would use that to make different sort of like burning elements. So like, I mean, somewhere between like a flame activation, or if you mix it with like the correct ingredients, so like red salamander extraction, you can actually make a type of acid. And she goes on and on and on. But the summary is, whatever you mix it with, it sort of acts like a fire element. It's quick fire. It's like flash paper but intense, if that makes sense. Is what this flower is used for. Different parts do different things, but at the end of the day, that's what it's used for. It's a quick ignition.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Do you need anything else while you're here? Do you want to look at what I'm making? Do you want to hear about what I'm making? And like, she's so stoked to talk about potions. She's just like,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
so this, and she goes on to tell you about her capstone project, which is basically like a portable, like speak with animals almost mixed with calm emotions, but as a spray. And so it's used to help like farmers and zookeepers and those that work with animals primarily to not only be able to communicate with the animals they work with, but to also like calm them down in high stress situations to help like herding and stuff like that. Veterinarians, stuff like that.
That is so cool.
It will be cool if it's successful. I am still struggling with several different ingredients, but anyway, I digress.
Do you need any help with that? Because like I don't really know about potions, but I do talk to some animals.
On your own?
Yeah.
Is this a natural gift?
Yeah.
And she looks really intensely at you. May I have some of your hair?
Not the weirdest request I've gotten. Yeah. Do you have a skizzers?
She goes into her backpack and pulls out these like golden shears.
I'm gonna cut a place of my hair that doesn't make it look obvious.
Like you cut a chunk off?
Yeah, precisely.
And she holds out like a little Ziploc baggie and lets it fall in. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Do you want it back when I'm done with it?
No. I mean, I grow my own, and two, I can't just like glue it back.
It's a fair ask.
Right?
Donated specimen should have, rights. But yes, of course. I appreciate your donation. I will let you know upon my findings. If I can extract your innate gift into a liquid form. This is very exciting. I appreciate your donation.
Yeah. Do you have any drugs?
Define drugs.
Drugs. I'm already.
Ibuprofen.
Okay, thank you. No, thank you, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have Excedrin.
I don't need painkillers.
Oh, okay.
I'm already a bit. But I just figured, why the hell not?
I mean, don't say that. If it was like a Percocet or a
That's
Oxy, you'd
fair
be happy.
That is a fair point.
I have a melatonin if you're wishing to sleep.
No. Thank you, though.
You're quite
Actually, I
welcome.
might hit you up on that later. I am caffeined out of my brain right now.
You shouldn't mix the two, but okay. I will try to find something to help you. Perhaps once I finish this, I can make you an ailment of some sort to alleviate your caffeine.
Yes. Yeah, to alleviate my caffeine, yes. Taps nose knowingly.
She taps hers back, confused, not having seen the motion before.
Damn it!
But she's trying to communicate with the strange tall man. All right, are we doing anything else with Morgan?
No, just wanted to ask about that plant.
Okay,
Sure, that was a bad idea, but
you're good. It is approaching that time. So I think we're gonna leave it here.
No.
We will resume next session in free roam in these spots. So yeah, I think that's where we're gonna leave it tonight.
Sweet.
Yeah.
brilliant.
I'm
Good job,
disappointed, but
guys.
I'm excited.
Yeah, this is getting spooky and interesting, and I think my theories hold even more water now, so I'm happy about that.
I agree.
Nah, you guys
I
are doing
agree.
good. You're hitting some of the bigger beats. Well, not the bigger beats, but bigger than they were.
Sure.
I'm proud of you.
I'm waiting for episode 3 to just everything blows up. That's what I'm expecting.
Guys, I might be in a room with a murderer right now. I'm very scared.
Right.
Hey,
You
the good thing
might.
is, if you get murdered, we all know who did it.
It's true.
So,
That doesn't help me though, does it?
no, but it might be a deterrent, possibly.
All right, well, let's let our audience go. Thank you all
Yes,
for watching. I'm QB. We've just been playing Between the Ley Lines, a Nerdsmith Presents production running Kids on Bikes system. Yeah, would you guys all like to say goodbye? Plug yourself?
Heck yeah. Hello. My name is Allorah. You just saw me playing Mikki Sparks. I can be found at the Misty Greenhouse here on Twitch, or Allorah ML on Twitter. You can also find me under the Misty Greenhouse there too as well. I'm a director here at Nerdsmith. We do a lot of the fun marketing things and all that jazz. But yeah, I'm a gamer on Twitch. You should come hang out. It's very cozy over there. Sometimes it's spooky depending on the day, but yeah, thank you so much. I'm very excited to continue.
Hi, I have been back. I am Dammit Dresden on TikTok and Instagram, where I post cosplay content as well as art content, and a little bit of general life fun. Yeah, this has been a delight. Thank y'all. See you next week.
Hello, I'm Colton. You can find me on Twitter at ColtonZ9. I'm inexplicably still on that hell site. And if you want to watch me, or listen to me rather, play more TTRPGs, you can at the podcast For Light and Dice, which is a Star Wars 5e actual play podcast set in the High Republic. And it's very fun. And everything's fine, because nothing bad ever happens in the High Republic. So, Yeah.
All right. Thank you everyone again for coming. If you want to see the next episode in this series, we will be going live again on the 25th of July. Once again, I've been QB. You can find me at Little Billy Projects on Twitter or X. And we can't wait to see you next time. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.